Yeah,
right.
yeah, it's really
We
good.
are
Are
live. Um,
good.
so top line. Oh shit. Um, sorry. Bad Gifter was just like, oh, I can make it. Oh, whatever. We're gonna have to. I might give him the link. We'll get him back on here. Anyway, WIENR happened yesterday. And I kind of got breaking the internet vibes, which we'll get into. It was another super interesting one, to be sure. Oh, had Broken Dolls. What's up? Anyway, so I woke up to Juan sending me this morning,
Do you ever
and I just wanted to
think
share
like,
it
okay, now we have
with
meme
everybody.
culture in
Did
both
you hear
stock
that?
investing first?
Juan, did you hear him?
Yes.
You did. Okay. All right. So I've had a few people, and some that I really like, and they're very, very smart, and I think they are in crypto specifically because of the change the world capabilities of the technology, very sort of ideologically driven. And I love everything they think about the space, and they just don't get meme coins. And I hope that they watch this.
Do you ever think like, okay, now we have meme culture in both stock investing first, GameStop and that, but now in crypto, right? Dog with hat is the first time you see it, you just laugh. Now it's worth $3 billion. So people are making fortunes, and there are two ways to make fortunes in meme coin investing. One is to just have that quirky freaking sense of humor to look at something and say, people are going to laugh at that. People are going to love.
Cough, WIENR, cough, cough.
My son-in-law is a great meme investor. I didn't think there was such a thing until I met the guy, and I was like, dude, he just keeps making money. He never sells. He loves Doge. He loves Dog with Hat. Wow. The other way is to create one. Do you ever think like, okay, now we have meme culture?
The other way is to create one.
Yeah.
Indeed. All right. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's just not any guy.
Yeah, Mike Novogratz.
Yeah,
he's a little bit of a big deal in the crypto space.
Exactly. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, it's not his first day.
If somebody, let me say it this way, it might sound ugly, but if somebody from the Wax ecosystem comes here and tells me meme coins are bad, my community is not into meme coins because they will ruin our space. You know what the answer, right? Come on.
I mean, I don't even.
Come on.
I mean,
I respect their opinion.
100%. Like,
guys.
I think if they've designed or not designed, but if they're the things that they value that ultimately builds their community is around maybe some pure sense of art and some pure sense of NFTs, and like they hate the degen kind of thing or whatever, right? Like if that's how they built their community and that's like what the community is going to be attracted to that, right? Then I can see that. Now, is it going to ruin Wax for them? Maybe. Too bad. Right? Like that's just like this thing is going to happen with or without anybody. It really, really will. Well, this is the multi-billion-dollar trend right now, right?
Sorry, it's not going to happen. It's already happening.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's already happening.
It's already happening. No, it's not something that will happen in the future.
It's happening right now. That's okay. I mean, keep threatening me with a good time, sir.
We are to some extent even late to this trend.
Compared to Solana,
speed up to catch up.
Yeah, I do agree. I mean, obviously on Wax it was just getting started, and yeah, this is exactly it. Ohad from Broken Dolls, ruin what? They can coexist, and that's ultimately, I think that's the secret sauce of Wax now, right? I mean, there's this trend where rolling things up to get things going in a really positive way for meme coins, and like right off the bat, everyone's thinking like, how do we incorporate NFTs? How do we incorporate the blends? How do we take advantage of all the technology that has been created to help do the games and do the art NFTs and right? I mean, that's one of my favorite things about Ohad. Of course, deal with it. Who of course created Broken Dolls is that's exactly what he does, right? He's just like, this is the thing that's going on right now. He's got the Broke token. It's freaking hilarious, and there's all sorts of things that you can mine it by holding his NFTs, and he just leaned into it and kind of made it really cool. But yeah, so deal that I should probably mention. The Keck is dropping a surprise token today at some point, which is for apparently some of it's going out to Wax projects, some of it's going out to those Keck rocks. which I think I still have some of those things. And then like 72% is going to the IDO, which I thought was really, really interesting. So yeah, no, I'm curious to see how that goes. It's, you know, there's a whole thing going on with all this stuff
Yeah.
now, you know. And
Yeah,
again, what did Adrian say? He wanted to see one getting dropped like every 3 days. Like
yes.
boom, 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 boom. Well,
Yes, and we're failing. So far, we are failing with that.
well, I mean, I don't think once self-serve goes live, I'm gonna be really excited if we're only dropping one every 3 days.
Yeah, I think that will happen indeed. That will
I think it's
happen.
gonna be way
But
more.
you know, after yesterday's launch, I realized that we are not prepared with the infrastructure for
Yeah,
for
what
an
happened?
IDO.
What
What
happened, Juan?
happened? We broke Wax on Edge.
We broke Wax. Oops.
Oops.
Didn't Taco go down for a minute too?
Yes, but I think that Taco has redundancy, and the failover node must have entered very quickly, and
Oh, it came back up really quick.
and it came back up really quickly. Yes,
That's cool.
But for Wax on Edge, it's a single node apparently, and yeah, it was too much load for that. But
WIENR gave it too much load, Juan.
he, I don't know. He couldn't handle the WIENR. So I don't know, man.
Oh no. Honestly, somebody needs to clip out Juan just saying he couldn't handle the WIENR, and I want that. I want that in a freaking short video on infinite repeat. Oh man, that's so much fun.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, so
and you know, that's exactly what Novogat was saying in his video. You have to spot the things that are fun. So if you're not into WIENR right now, you're fucked, because I think that this, if the WIENR team does it correctly, this is the most memeable meme token that we have on Wax right now.
Right now, I completely agree. That isn't, you know, just straight up copying somebody else.
Yep.
But yeah, no, and honestly, they're all going to do good. They, you know, the ones that stay busy are, you know, gonna basically keep attention, which again, like that's all these things really are, right? You know, I've seen a lot of people like 5 seconds after the WIENR thing launched, like, oh my god, what's the utility? Fuck utility. Like, is it gonna have something that you could do with it? Probably, but also like none of it matters. Can they get attention and keep attention? If they do that with utility, great. But that's the whole thing.
Utility. Sorry, but fuck utility.
I mean,
go and check the website for Dog with Hat. It's a freaking meme token. What's the roadmap? There's no freaking roadmap. What's the utility?
Dog with a hat.
There's no utility. It's a freaking dog with hat. Literally, that's it. So don't look for more. That's what it is, and it's $3 billion or more.
Yeah,
so
that's so I want to get into this. So Dub NFT. Sorry if I'm like totally murdering that name. Dube NFT. Dube. That's actually more fun. I'm going to go with that even if it's wrong. So what's the difference with these meme coins versus older Wax projects making a token and having no utility built first? To me, it's the same thing. So I want to agree with you in the sense that like AI God, obviously, you know, we're creating some utility for that with Flip Tribes. Doobie, that makes way more sense. Thank you for that. You know, with Flip Tribes, but that wasn't its intent, right? And I think that the underlying intent with AI God is still going to come. And I think that the thing that we're getting at, and I want to help us to retrain our community of communities to start thinking about it in this way. These meme tokens do not require utility. We're so used to it on Wax. It's how we're wired, right? You release something. Oh my God, what is this thing going to do? Like make the fucking monkey dance, right? Well, here's like the Dog with Hat is a perfect example. And I want everyone to really, really understand this. It is not required. If that token can constantly get attention and constantly like, you know, make people laugh or build its community or increase the number of holders, do all those things. Can it do that with utility? Sure. Right. That's a thing that you can do. But can it do it just by being fucking hilarious online? Also entirely true.
Yeah. And I think there's really no need for utility. I think you have to see things for what they are. And also, if you understand meme tokens, you understand why the NFT market is so low at the moment. Because people, in my opinion, people has this need to belong to some tribe, to belong to some kind of group,
Well said.
and that's important. And you can NFTs were that a couple of years ago. NFTs were that, but people realized that NFTs are illiquid. You cannot trade NFTs in an easy way. But meme tokens, the liquidity is there. There's a way to get in and get out. Even when things are going south, you can get out even if at a discounted rate, even paying a penny on the dollar or whatever.
Right.
Yes, but this liquidity is there, and it's easy to reactivate, to get some activity there and get some volume. But with NFTs, it's extremely hard, especially when your plan was to give a lot of utility to your NFTs.
Right. Now no one cares. Right. And by no one, I mean there's some people on Wax that care, obviously. When I say no one, I mean like the vast majority of people in Web3 could not give a shit. They don't care. And all you have to do is look at the market cap at any time. That's like to find out what's working in the space. Go look at the market caps. The market caps for all of web gaming and NFTs right now would probably fit inside Bonk's market cap by itself. Right.
Yeah.
It's tiny. And so, that's sort of why we leaned into this, right? Like we want to, catch those trend waves as much as we possibly can. And then again, like I really do think that, having, launch bags and Nifty blocks and all the different tools or whatever, I think we can do some really cool things, but I think we need to retrain our minds to understand what we're actually doing here, because it's not building another fucking mining coin, right? I mean, can we do some fun stuff with that? Sure. But if we're automatically assuming like, oh my God, how can you make my bank more of my bank? You're thinking about it in the wrong way. The idea is how can we take whatever amount of wiener you have right now and 100x the price? Because mining NFTs are not it. It's just not it. It's adding 1,000 people to the thing.
Yeah, but mining NFTs can be
I like them.
If they are attached to a meme token. I think.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like them. It's just like I'm trying to train myself to think about, okay, what is actually required to not grow geometrically, but exponentially. And that is just more people, right? At the end of the day, it's more people with more capital and leaning into what has worked for these other things, right? And so anyway,
yeah,
that's
and by the way, I always see that you say that you, I don't know, you have something with Bonk, and I have to say that I also
as an
love
example.
Bonk.
Yeah, it was my first meme coin, really, like other than Doge a million years ago.
But I just wanted to tell you that Dog with Hat is the #1 Solana meme token.
Fair
not
enough.
Bonk. Bonk is #2.
Oh, is it Bonk? Okay, is it #2?
Is #1.
I honestly, is it the only reason I mentioned
memes.
Book of Memes?
Book of Meme. Yeah,
I need to look into that. I haven't looked into that yet.
Yeah.
Isn't this the thing? Like, I want to learn as much as I can from what these teams have done, because it's completely amazing, right? And it just, I think, if we look at it as we have a lot to learn from this, and Mono was kind of like that, right? He was like looking at in the same kind of way that I started to, only I think probably a little bit better, and he's smarter than me, but looking at, okay, what are the trends out there? How can we reverse engineer that alpha, basically, in an ongoing way? And I think we've started to do that with what we're building on Wax with launch bags and WIENR and AI God, and there's other meme tokens in the space that are like grinding out hard work and bringing more people in and making things exciting every day, right? And this is awesome. This is good. This is exactly what the scene needs at this level, because we want to see Keck with $1 million market cap and freaking WIENR with a $5 million market cap, and like these things are achievable goals for us this year, which is completely nuts.
And just look at this. Let me share my screen here quickly.
Go on.
Let me share my screen. Let's hope I don't get in an infinite loop. No, because I can share only the window. Can present only a tab, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me get there.
While you're doing that,
maybe this one, yes, share.
Oh, I should share this somewhere too.
Do you see my screen now?
I can, yes.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, hey, look at this shit.
Look at liquidity pools.
So
this is from WIENR from
yesterday. First time I'm seeing this.
Okay, cool. But then you go here and you see there are freaking $24,000 already locked only for WIENR.
Okay, hold
Think
on.
about that.
How is
Think
that?
about that.
How much does it say? Is it? I feel like there's a difference between the number on Wax on Edge and this one. Am I wrong about that? I'm gonna go
Yes.
check right now.
No, you're not wrong. What
Okay.
happens is that Wax on Edge shows only the half of this value. And it makes sense because what Wax on Edge
Oh.
tells you is how much WIENR is locked in pools.
Got it.
Here,
I think
what we
that
are telling is what is the total value of that pool.
I like
So,
I like this number better, to be honest.
of course, it
I
depends
mean,
on
it's bigger,
what you
so I would
want to present
Yeah.
the world. That's that's the difference. What do you want to share with the world? But for
Amazing.
me, it's very important because this is important, and for me, it's better to have both combined because it really
Yeah.
means how much is the worth of this. And when you see at the amount of pools, there are now 17 pools. And yes, maybe some of those are extremely small. For example, the cake winner, it's
27 cents.
basically nothing. But I like seeing it here. This one with the boss, I don't even know what is boss. I think this 16 and 17 were added by the community.
Somebody
I
else,
think
yeah.
that the partner projects are from 15 and up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, you can tell.
Yes, the thing that I wanted to say, I think Broken is listening to us right now. I don't know why we don't see the Broken
The
logo here.
Where are
Yeah.
we taking the logos from? Do you know?
Yeah, there are some official sources to take them. We have an
Okay.
API of our own. So Broken, if you can send me the logo,
let's fix
we'll
that.
make sure that it's there at least to be shown on launch packs.
Amazing. How
But
much is in dump?
Dump.
How the man? So dump
Let
has
me
like
check. I
three
don't know
up top. It's got $3,000 in it already.
yes.
2,700 already.
Yeah. Dump.
That's nuts. Well, because you know what it was.
This one grew a lot.
They started the first farm.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Look, so that makes sense. They started the first farm.
That's
So-
crazy.
So just think about this. It's only our second drop, and both of our tokens have a similar TVL. Maybe for
Right now.
AI God right now it's a tiny bit less or something like that. But come
It's
on,
right around the same.
It's in the same ballpark figure. So it's basically $50,000 that are locked there only in our second launch. I think that's
It's not bad.
not bad at all, indeed.
It's not bad.
Bad at all. So yeah, and I think we also shared with the with the community that this morning we burned
I'll show
all
that
the initial liquidity. Everything was sent to eosio.null, and yeah, so and that both for AI God and WIENR. So these are I think very good things.
I don't know if we want to do this soon or if we just put it on the list or whatever. But can we track the value of all of the LP that's in eosio.null for each project?
Yeah, that's something I want to do. I didn't want to mention yet because I haven't discussed that with the team.
All right.
But yeah, I want the screen that I shared before where we have all the pools. I think we should show how much of that is already locked in the pools.
Right. I think that's gonna be really interesting too. As like a lot of it kind of gets a lot of the ecosystem grows or whatever. Like that total value locked and burned number is going to go up pretty considerably. Even as like a Launchbag's total number is going to be really good.
Oh yes, absolutely.
That's fun.
And yeah, but yesterday I was having mixed feelings because I didn't want Wax on Edge to fail. I really want it to be the place where you go and you trade. Although we will be using Wax, I will explain you guys how it will work later. But yeah, I was disappointed, and we are working together with Waxpaca now to make some improvements and make sure that Wax on Edge becomes really the place to go for all the IDOs, but we are there's a lot of work to be done there, and And yeah, I understand that some bigger players that want to launch with us are waiting until they see that everything is really fine-tuned, and it makes sense. It makes
Oh,
a
it
lot of
totally makes
sense.
sense. It's like every
Yeah,
single time we do this, we get 3 times better, right? And we test
yeah,
something else, right? First time, obviously you guys were all there. We fell on our face like a little bit, but that process showed us how we can launch 13, 14, 15 pools at a time, which is incredible to me, right? And then we've got all of our stuff worked, like the back end for launch bags, the self-serve platform. We were literally testing that for this one.
yeah,
All that stuff worked really well. I was actually in the back watching one and Jose make it, right? Like literally anybody with an IQ over freaking 40 is going to be able to make one of these things on their own, which is going to be really fun, which means that I just barely qualify, but there it is, right? But then, and then we broke the internet basically, right? And
yeah.
that's a really, really good data point. We want to be, really extremely capable of doing very big things. And like at the level that we're at right now, that was the only demand that these platforms were taking, like over a day, right? And we did it in the first 35 seconds and it broke everything. So that's
Yeah.
that's a really good piece of data for us to now have, and now we know what we need to fix on the way, and we'll fix it. It'll be good.
Yes, and also the thing when we create next week, when we create the one token in front of everybody, you will see how easy it is to create a token with launchbags. And not only the
Dude,
token, it's creating the liquidity pools, creating the vesting schedule if you want a vesting schedule there. So everything is really easy.
Okay, man, that I forgot about the one token, and it
How
put
can you
little.
forget about the
I
one
know it put
token?
little gold stars in my heart
Man,
the second they mentioned it. It's good. It's so good. But it's not like
man.
there hasn't been 50,000 things going on. Juan, Jesus Christ. So we should have everybody should kind of message in or comment and let us know what you think the tokenomics for the one token should look like. Like what could we test in a very short amount of time that could do that? And like, do we want to take partner project LP really quickly? Like, how crazy do we want to get about this whole thing?
Maybe we should have some partner project liquidity there. But you know what I was thinking is that the one token, I think that will have a combined IDO plus fair launch
Okay.
with only 20% of the supply.
So you keep 80% of the supply?
No. The 80% of the supply will go to an account that will be mined. So people will have to mine 80% of the supply to put it in their
How are they
pocket.
going to mine it? Mining NFTs?
Oh no, not mining
That'd be pretty
NFTs.
funny though.
I have a new idea. So mining
Okay.
that is not with NFTs.
Tell
You
me
will
that
really
mining
have to
that is
mine.
entirely attention based.
Yes, it will be. Yes, yes, yes.
This is the way.
That's where we should go.
That's some sexy shit right there, Juan.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's fun. All right. So apparently the tokenomics are done already. So you guys are too late. I love everything about this. Obviously, I get pretty excited about it because, like, the second we start talking about the WAN token, like, the reason we're really doing it is we want to show you guys what it's going to look like when you're setting up your own token. Boop, 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 all done, fucking rock and roll, right?
Yeah.
So hey, we said mining NFTs. I didn't say they were dead. I still like them. I said they weren't the way necessarily to scale to the size that I want us to scale. That's all I said.
Yeah, and mining is not dead. Don't get it wrong, because mining is not dead. But we have to be more and more creative about mining.
Yes. Yeah.
We cannot keep on mining in the way mining worked in 2021. It doesn't make sense at all.
Now, that said, like, one of the biggest things that we're gonna launch with Launchbags this year is freaking some mining NFTs. And they're going to be fantastic. So we're not saying they're a terrible idea. No one should ever do them, like, at all.
I was thinking that we will not launch the mining NFTs, but I'm not sure. I'm still not sure.
I mean, I can definitely make the argument for it. I mean,
but what happens? We might have the NFTs, but what happens is that I haven't shared with you the full idea and the full plan. Because in the end, what was the goal, Corey? We want 10,000 viewers for this freaking show, and today we are failing miserably. We
I
are
love it, like,
failing
if
miserably.
that's one of my favorite things about you. It's not that we're not there yet. It's that we're fucking failures until we get there. That's so intense, dude. I like
Yes.
it. I mean, you're right. You're right. I just want to buy those NFTs because I know they're going to be awesome. But maybe there's another way to do it. I'm open to
Yeah.
better ideas
Yeah,
at all times.
and having these NFTs will still be a thing, but I think everything has to be part of a bigger plan that really gets us to the goal.
Yeah, yeah,
And
I agree.
just think about this. Mana wants he wants what 10 million TVL on wax, and we are helping him away maybe with half of it. So if we want to really help him with half of it, we need fresh blood. We need fresh players here. We cannot achieve that with our current community. We love our community, and
Yes.
and they will be part of this. They are our early supporters, but we need more. We need to grow this so that everybody benefit from this.
Yeah, so this is OHEAD, and TC was blowing my shit up this morning. We need to have a clicker conversation. So, Juan actually sent me his freaking hamster profile yesterday. TC sent me his hamster profile this morning. I looked at it yesterday, but I don't know if you guys knew. Like, yesterday was a little busy for us. It was a little frenetic. So I looked at it yesterday morning because Juan sent it to me. I'm like, I can't fucking look at this right now. There's like 50,000 things. It looks very complex, and it's obviously very capable. That was the impression that I got. This thing is very capable, but I have absolutely no idea what's going on. But do I think that we should leverage that and do something around that? Absolutely. I mean, honestly, like Crypto Alpha is showing the way that we can do that. I think that's even that is undervalued and underused compared to where it can be. My not so smart cousin sent it to me. Doesn't that usually mean that it's almost done? If my neighbor, the second my neighbor asks me if I own Bitcoin, I sell.
Yeah.
I'm really curious what your idea is now, because like our mining NFT idea was fucking real good.
Yes, our mining NFT idea was good,
but it was
if we want to keep on recycling the same audience, it's an amazing idea.
I can't argue with that, right? Like it goes back to our initial conversation. Actually, like if we're going top line from and this is my favorite part of the conversation we had with Mana. Actually, what's your actual goal? And our goal is honestly, like 5 million TVL is not enough, right?
No, that's
our goal for launch bags is significantly higher than that. A function of that is we have 10,000 people watching the show one day, right? Which is actually a pretty good barometer of where our community size is and what we're capable of accomplishing or whatever. So top line goals, boom. And if everything we're doing really flows from that in a meaningful way and gets discarded if it doesn't, like I really can get behind that, right? Because like the goals that we have are awesome, and they're awesome for everybody. I just those NFTs sound so cool. But there's like I can totally see there'd be a better way.
And you know what? We can still have them because there's no reason why we cannot use everything that we have at our disposal. And NFTs are part of that. So the NFTs
smaller
will be part of that. Yeah. The only thing
and the need, and this is where I think it was sort of interesting, right? Like the thing that I thought it so elegantly handled was Adrian said, "Oh, hey, just like take my money and give me some of every single token." Right. And so I felt like the mining NFTs, the way we started designing them, literally just did that. Right.
Yes.
It takes, so we've got a certain percentage or whatever. So maybe we just cut that entire idea in half and then, earmark the rest of it just for attention.
Yes.
All right. Good talk. All right. Scene. Let's go to work.
Yeah. And these Telegram mini apps are amazing.
Yeah, they're really cool, man.
Just amazing. And what is cool is like any Web2 site can be created there. The downside right now is that that we cannot really integrate a Wax Cloud wallet or even Anchor in one of those. So we have to be very creative if we want to go that way. How are we going to do that? Because, for example, what Crypto Alpha is doing, it's pretty interesting, but you're not really linking anything. You're not really interacting with your wallet directly. So we have to find a way to really make that happen.
Hold on, though. You can track everything on Wax through it. And that to me is the whole thing, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You
what do
can
we
track
really
it,
want
but
that thing to be able to do? You want to be able to get into this app that like is so dumb that Ohad's
wait,
buddy could
wait,
deal
wait,
with it, or
wait,
cousin or whatever, right?
wait there, Corey. You can go there and check. Oh, Juan's wallet is very nice. I will use Juan's wallet, and you link it because it's a nice wallet.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna do that.
I don't know.
You think?
I really want things to be really transparent, and if you say you are this, then prove that you are
you're that.
this.
Okay, so you'd have to like I don't know, like buy something or something, like just make it so that you couldn't use it for free.
Yeah, so not for free. You have to do that that for free. You have to do it for free because the
Right.
idea is that people has to come here and do it for free, even if they are not Web3 yet. If they don't have a wallet, they should be able to start playing. They should be able to start mining. They should be able to do whatever they have to do in the mini app.
Yep.
But if they want to cash out, if they want to get real value, then they have to become Web3 users. They will need their wallet, and they will need to prove that they are the same and get and then be able to cash out.
Right. Okay. I mean, yeah. What? Who was it? Yeah, Maestro was saying that Herbot's done it. Do we know how they did it?
I don't know. Maybe we should approach them and figure out.
I'd love to have them on the show.
Yeah,
I haven't met those guys yet. So if anybody knows them and if they feel like it, let us know and we'll have them on. They're clearly doing good things. Like I see the Herbot, all over the place, and people really enjoy it. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Shout out to Alcy too. Right here. People doing the crazy things. Make sure you follow her on Twitter. She actually had a really awesome write-up on some of the OIG candidates.
Yes.
And I learned a lot from that. Again, it's just one person's perspective, but it was instructive for me, and I hope more people do it. I feel like I don't know enough about the entirety of it to have an opinion that's super useful to everybody. Hopefully we could just have everybody on the show and do that. Oh, Danish built it? Okay, cool. Danish is actually going to be on the show next week, I think. So yeah, I mean it's time. We talked to him a little while ago. We want to learn everything about TON and all that shit, but we'll chat about the crypto or about the clickers and stuff as well. And then I mean Ohad's gonna come back on the show. Broken Doll's gonna come back on the show. By all means, bring that stuff up again.
Crypto is here.
There you go. We are hyped for that.
Coolio.
What's up? Awesome, man. So here's the thing. We do want to get to 10,000, but the 50 people that are here are all fucking cool.
Of course.
So I mean, I just want to give those people a shout out. You were here when we were tiny. Is all I'm saying.
All of them are OGs.
OGs up the wazoo.
Yeah.
OGs. Exactly. Dude, I want to end this show and find out what your idea is now for the attention thing. Now I'm not even kidding. I'm super excited about that. Because again, I was looking at it as, solving a problem that Adrian kind of identified in a pretty elegant way, right? Yes, and I always kind of go degen when I'm like, oh my God, I need to buy these things. Like I'm already getting some of these tokens because we're the launch pad, right? But the second I'm like, oh my God, I need to buy more, like that's a signal for me, right? Like in my degen brain. But yeah, anyway, smash the like. What's up, Wapaka?
Hey, we have Waxpaka here.
What's up?
Cool. Yeah,
we promise
the fix-it job. We promise we will never ever break Wax on Edge again.
I'm not making that promise.
No. I can't promise that.
I promise to try 5 times harder to break it even more. However, if there's anything we can ever do to help fix it, I also want to do that, which unfortunately I'm not very useful for that, but we know people who are. So that's fun.
Yeah. No, that will happen for sure.
That's fun.
For sure.
And this is the thing, like everybody wants to scale their shit, right? Like it shouldn't be 200 people doing an IDO. It should be 20,000. Right.
Yes,
and that's we need to build the infrastructure for that. And that doesn't just come, off trees, right? Like we need to plan for that.
But the problem with that is this, that right now we're thinking about the IDO, but the IDO is not everything. The IDO is only step 1. after IDO, there has to be trading volume. After IDO, there has to be a lot of liquidity added and rewards, and that has to be really well planned over the life of the token. There are many things that still need to be done. Right now, we are gaining experience in the in phase one of the of a meme token project, but
Yep.
there are still a lot of things to do.
All right. So all of that is true. And also this is about to happen.
Yo,
Dude, shirtless even.
Oh,
Rock and roll.
Broken
yeah.
is here.
Nah, the weekend, it's weekend mode. I don't care.
That's awesome. Yeah, Broke is blowing up my TG. You have to let me in the show right now. Like, how do I argue with that? You just don't argue with that. What's going on, man? How's it going?
I'm good. I'm good. I want to say a few things. First of all, Juan, I want my nifty profile picture on lunch bags, if that's possible.
Oh,
The
yes,
one that
that's a
we're
good
using,
idea.
the one that we're using for Nifty Blocks. And I just wanted to say, well, you're gonna have Danish next week, and he knows stuff more, but
He knows stuff.
he knows the Danish knows really Danish. Like I'm not gonna take his spot talking about Ton, but he got me into Ton and into Notcoin, which was basically, and the way they promoted it is basically nothing, probably nothing, and that clicker was done so brilliantly because yeah, you'd click, but you'd had to do stuff and touch the space, the Ton space. If you wanted to dive in deeper, that's like from inviting people or trying out apps, and because it's all on TG, it's probably easier to connect. And then what they did, they didn't give tokens at first. They gave you an NFT that you can hold and and in the future trade for a token, and it worked. They backed it all up. It's an amazing. And then later they did give you a couple of tokens. It was like it was a thing, and I don't know. It's like it's weird that I'm saying that because there was a big talk on this space about the wax games, that most of them are all clickers and we hate that and it's not real games, yada yada yada. Yeah, because those things sort of said that they're all games, and those clickers, they don't say that they're nothing else but clickers, or there are ones that you need to hold for a time frame, or there's lots of variations you can do on those.
You know what is great about that is what they are telling you is that we will make you part of an airdrop. We will make you part of something. Well, you
About
gain
community,
some
of
value.
something, yeah.
You will be part of the community. You will be getting some rewards. But I'm not telling you this is a game that it will be the most amazing game with 3D
Yeah.
graphics or whatever. No, I'm not bullshitting people. I'm just saying, hey guys, let's do this. This is fun. Let's build community together. And that really is crazy
And
because you build huge communities.
when you think about it, Wombat is already doing it, and they're like, you play casual games and you can earn like the wombats and stuff like that, and then if you want to cash in, you need a wallet. Now, yeah, they give you 5 options, poly and EOS and stuff, but it's the same, it's the same thing, just in a different angle. And I think that's one of the, if you're saying we're late on the meme the meme season, we're totally late on the clicker season, and
Yeah.
that might be a new angle to for us to investigate. Like to have a real game. Yeah, me too. But those things does not contradict each other.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not.
we can yes end all that shit.
I
And this
believe
is
that's the strength of this space. It's always been to. There's many sides of wax as an ecosystem. There's always has been. I mean, it's just 3.5 years, so we're good, I guess.
Yeah,
I think
but
so.
you know what we are missing a little bit with Wax is being able together as a community to change the narrative. Because if you go right now to the Wax website, it's still talking about collectibles and games. And I think that the game now is much broader. There should be DeFi, there should be memes, there should be games, there should be collectibles. Yes, but let's be open to whatever comes next. And we will have, for sure, we will have a next season, next cycle. We will have some different trend, and we have to adapt. We have to make that part of WAX.
Yep, I agree. I think everything we should do from here on in should just have Broke half naked in it.
Yeah, wait, maybe I'll wear a
Well,
hat. Wait.
No,
we
what,
think
dude?
that-
Fuck,
we
no.
think
They'll
that
make,
he is half
this
naked.
conversation much more interesting
Let's say,
here.
okay, no, with a hat, I agree.
Right?
No, that's
You
definitely
know-
we've just upgraded a little bit for sure.
Better.
You think that he is half naked, but we haven't seen.
That's true. He can be entirely naked.
we
That's
don't have a
entirely
full
true.
picture there.
He can be all wiener all day. We don't even know.
all winner all day.
Like the people that tell the news, they're naked from the bottom. You never see the So,
All right. So
and by the way, I really liked the way that things turned with like WIENR, and I'm saying it from the community approach, because all the community seem to have done stuff and were all the competitions and all the bounties and all the stuff. People really played along, and I love that.
yeah, it was good. It was good. And I think we can learn a lot from that. Juan, I was thinking about for Juan token and sort of the ideas you have for that. I've been thinking a lot about, we're sort of doing the, what's the 2-3 week, kind of marketing push with a token that's going to have a team. They're going to plan and do stuff for months and years and years and years, right? So that's one way to do this thing. What's the way? And I think, we could explore this with Juan, and I think you're probably already thinking this, but I kind of want to just like put it in my head, kind of rephrasing it so I can try and link it, just remember it. But, have something, okay, I want to launch a token that is its own system. It's an encapsulated system. It's like not quite fire and forget, but damn close, right? Like you set it up so that it can be this thing and it can move on. It's going to succeed or fail. The stuff is going to get out there, and then people can start experimenting with that. Because that's people are firing and forgetting, and like literally the some of the lifespan on Solana for these meme coins is hours, and I don't like that. I think
I don't like it either. I don't like it either, and I think that's not the way to go, because a token like an NFT collection it's not a fire and forget. It's something that you really have to put out the work.
Agreed. If you want it to be huge, totally agree.
Exactly. If you want it to be successful, you have to put the work. Things you will never get rich by a magic trick. It's,
right.
Maybe some very lucky people do, but for us mortals, we have to put the work.
But here's the thing: we're gonna find out. Like with the Juan thing, right? Like you're probably not going to be able to dedicate a huge amount of time to it, right? But you're already thinking about how do we make this system that can become interesting and potentially attention gathering, in a way that is ongoing, right? You might need tweaks every once in a while or whatever, right? But it's gonna have some level of success. We don't know how much, but it won't be zero, right? And that's really fascinating. I think we're going to learn, almost as much from the ability and the lessons we learn doing that as we learn from, WIENR God and AI God.
Yeah, and you know why? The real reason why I want to launch the one token, it's one, because I want to show live everybody how to create their meme token, how to create the pools from launchbacks, how to configure the cliff period, the vesting, everything for all the tokens, but also because I want to understand the different phases of launching a meme token.
Yeah.
We cannot successfully advise people. We cannot successfully tell them how to do this if we haven't experienced it ourselves.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons I want to do that.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right, well, Broke, what's going on with you? I saw you doing all the NFTs like last minute. Everybody was getting them and they were having a good time. That was fantastic. What's going on in the Broken Dolls space?
The WIENR was fun. Not only that
was fun.
I think more than okay, I give out WIENR gave out winners. This is
Yep,
American
there's no way
humor.
not to say it.
Yeah, those people are funny. Yeah, Americans. So I gave out a winner to so funny. Yeah, College Humor. Let's smash beer bottles on our heads. And,
Hey, I mean,
yeah.
I'm really close to that part of the South down here, and that shit's
No,
real.
no, I'm good. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, it was a nice community boost, and it actually brought new holders. Because some people discovered my collection, so I got really, really
Yes.
good sales, and even a big like a 500 wax one, which I haven't seen in the secondary for a long time. For a collection that's just art, and it's an old piece, like a really old piece. So it's either that or the Russian mob. I'm game. If they're in, good.
Whatever it takes.
So yeah, I'm actually drawing a lot lately, trying to think of making something new or different. I don't know. I keep repeating myself, and that's a bit of that's something I don't like. But we'll see. In the meanwhile, pushing broke, trying to put it in all sort of ways in the space. Usually giving it to people and that way promoting my collection, and the whole. I think there's like a sort of mini meme ecosystem that's been created. It's real fun that everybody's like supporting everybody,
Yep.
and time will tell. Basically,
Mhm.
time will
Sure
tell.
will.
And yeah, I'm supposed to be here like officially next week, so I got something prepared. But other than that, you're gonna have to wait.
Oh man, thanks
Okay,
for
cool.
popping in. Thanks for
I
popping in.
just had to jump because you were like the clicker. You were saying we're late for the meme season, so clicker season, guys. That's the future, I guess, or the present.
That's the present. We have to
Yeah.
move fast if we want to get there. And we have to be creative. We cannot do exactly the same thing that everybody has done. So we have to do it in a smart way.
Yeah.
It has to be very similar, very engaging, but it should have its own twist there, its own
something
thing.
interesting. But I'm a shirtless guy on YouTube, so don't take my advice too seriously. So
I mean,
you just keep on doing what you're doing.
Cool.
Keep it and make the profile with the nifty blocks for the bags. That's a good thing.
Let's make it happen.
Right, guys. I'll be hopping off. Catch you guys later.
All right, I gotta play a song. You're gonna want to listen in.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So hey, 14 viewers, go like the stream. Definitely Danish. Thank you for that. We actually have between YouTube and Twitter, we've got 57 right now. But I mean,
always,
it ain't 10,000. So
yeah, but Twitter also always has more viewers. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Maybe it's easier. I don't know. But yeah, go and share the stream, guys. Subscribe, like it, do whatever you can to support it if you want to. If you don't want, also please support us. We will be very grateful.
All right. There's this song called "Hold My Wiener" that we made this morning.
Hot dog on the street, steaming hot to eat. In my hand I hold that bun made of gold. Wiener in the bun.
That's Dances with Wiener right there, Juan. I see it. You can't even help yourself right now.
Hold the wiener, love that flavor. Put it in your mouth, taste from north to south. Mustard, ketchup too, condiments we do. Onions if you please, make my senses tease. Hot dog in my hand, best in all the land. Bite it, take a stand, flavor so grand. From the grill it's true, juice is running through. Every single bite, buns holding tight.
You're the freaking solo.
Yeah.
It's insane. So
It's
yeah,
insane
as
indeed.
somebody who's been making all of their money playing music, it's over. Like people are still gonna want to like hear some nerds play music, live or whatever. But I'm just gonna end up like my real job in 5 years, if I'm still playing, hopefully, is just gonna be covering AI music. That's gonna be how it goes, guaranteed. So yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not
no,
sure.
I know, I'm sure you're right.
No. Come on.
Suno.com, suno.com. You can apparently make 10 songs a day. If you're not going there to make really fucking hilarious wiener songs, you're doing it wrong. Also, Elsie, like we should make some freaking cat with hat ones too. That's gonna be hilarious. I love
Yeah,
these.
something I would like to
Just good.
learn more. It's that cat with hat,
Yeah.
because it's an interesting. I think it's interesting that it is deflationary on Solana,
Mhm.
and yeah, and I would like to see Seaweave on Wax. We should make that happen, but
I
we need
mean,
we need a chat with Alfie.
yeah, Elsie, hit us up, please.
Yeah.
And honestly, like if you or somebody else from Cat with Hat, we would love to have them on
Yeah,
because
it
I
would
want to
be
learn more about it too.
amazing.
Nice.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
go.
We would love that because I
Let's do it
think
today.
it's very interesting learning more about what's going on other chains. What have a successful meme token projects done?
Yep.
I was, I was only buying dogs and frogs, but Cat we've had is the first cat meme that I own.
Right? Well, and isn't
Yeah.
and Elsie, please correct me if I'm wrong about this, but like 50 million market cap. I see, what the Cat with Hat team, is doing every day, and I like it. I mean, they're doing AMAs and stuff, and I haven't been to one of those yet, which is criminally irresponsible. I need to make it to one of those. But cats are the new meme narrative, and it's so genius. Dog with Hat is like unbelievably massive in a market cap sense, right? And you can guys in the cutest possible way can be like poke, 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 poke. It's genius, right? Like the cats fighting dogs is freaking hilarious. The little knitted hat is fucking hilarious. I don't know. I'm a fan. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So hey, by posting the AMAs up, does that mean that they're recorded and I can go check them out? Because if so, that would be great. And for real, would love to have you on the show to talk about nothing but CWIF and anything else you wanted to talk about. That would be really, really good. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna learn a lot from watching what you guys are doing. That's just the base, basic fact, which is gonna be very cool.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
So
I would love that. So yeah, I think overall the launch of WIENR was a success.
yeah,
I really loved how the technology went just fine on the
on
launch
our side,
right now.
yeah.
No, but come on, I think we broke Wax on Edge, but it's not fair to say that
It's not a bad thing.
bad. No, I think it was
No,
very
this is
good.
good. It's important.
And there are some very good things coming there because we will be prepared for much better prepared for the next token launches.
Right? Like, yeah, we need to test for 2,000, not 250, and we'll get there. Like that's obviously they're going to be able to make it work, which is going to be awesome. Yeah, Elsie, if you could definitely grab the link, and you might have to send it to me on Twitter or Telegram. Because they probably won't let you post a link here, but I'll do it. If you send it to me, I'll get it up there. Because that'd be really cool. I want everyone to check that out, especially everybody that's running projects here and wants to see them succeed. I think it's a really, really awesome example of a team that I believe is doing really well.
Yeah.
And so does the market. Never mind what I think. I'm just stoked now I could show folks my wiener. I mean, it's important. Jesus Christ. Oh man.
Maybe we went too far with the WIENR coin.
Fuck no. Nope. I think it's exactly the right level of far. Because it really is about hot dogs, Juan. Get your mind out the gutter. It's the perfect cover for the 12-year-old nerd joke. It just is. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But I Before launching this token, I didn't know how much hot dogs are so important and so part of the American culture.
I honestly didn't either. Like talking to so Megan's husband is a buddy of mine. They come out to my shows all the time. That's actually how I met them. And I was like telling them, hey, we're thinking about doing this launch bags thing. It's going to be really nuts or whatever, hanging out at one of my gigs on a Sunday. And they're like, wait a minute, could I like just make a wiener coin? And I was like, yeah, you
Yeah.
could. and that's literally how this started. And it's obviously, you know, grown legs of its own, which is amazing. But he like legitimately is obsessed with hot dogs in a way that I could not understand. And I frankly still don't understand, but I'm a huge fan of now. Yeah, it was a thing. And really like there's glizzies. Do you know what a glizzy is?
No.
It's a hot dog. I had no idea. That's another name for a hot dog. So, you know, are we going to see that on some weird freaking meme NFTs? I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
It should be cool. Yep.
Yeah.
Sure, it's slapping hats on everything. No, I don't think that would make sense. I mean, do I want to see somebody make a wiener with hat image? Yes. I do
But
want
not
to
a
see that.
token. Not a token.
Not a token. I don't think we need that.
No.
Need that.
Or
Okay.
not yet, at least.
You're right. Can we go too far with this shit? Definitely. It's 100% accurate. All right. Let me check Twitter here. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so yeah, they have them all posted right on the website. Whoa. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Here it is.
Yeah, you know
my,
that's also something that I think that should happen with both AI God and WIENR. They should have a website and
I mean, they do have websites.
yeah. But how live are their websites? Are they really updating them with the new things that are going
Yeah.
on?
Could
I
they
think
be
that
better?
should happen.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's very true. And I know this is something that the Dennis has done a lot. So Dennis already has like a months-long work schedule on the website. So that's going to be fun. But I think, you know, for Megan and the WIENR team, it'll be interesting to come up with some ideas to kind of keep that sort of relevant and not relevant, just like up to date, kind of where things are at right now.
Yes,
really cool.
exactly.
And again, like watch the people that are crushing the game.
Yeah, that's the best way to learn.
Well,
no, the best way to learn it's by doing.
Well, like if you can get up to speed on every single good thing that everybody else is doing that you really love and matches your goals and values, whatever, blah, 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 right? But then like get to that edge and then start jumping off the edge.
Yeah, but you know, also several times what worked for somebody else won't work for you because that happened at a different time under different conditions. The market was different, whatever. So you really have to start doing and start learning by doing. I think that's the best way to.
So what you're saying is we should like partner up. We should partner up with 10 projects and like launch them all on Launchbags kind of together, so we learn how to do it. Is that what you're saying?
Well, didn't we agree on that since the beginning?
I know it was a bit of a joke. I would have to say that shit's working.
Yes, absolutely. And as we said yesterday, the next thing is that we have to bake into Launchbags is all the collaboration, how we can really make the partnerships work in an easier way, and how can we make all of that collaboration automated.
I'm excited about that. If we can figure out ways to automate all the things that I was doing behind the scenes for the past 3 weeks, whew. Sign me up, because it was a lot of work. But again, like we sort of figured out a lot of things that worked and we figured out a few things that didn't, and all that's awesome data for us, right? But if we could somehow package that up and give it to new projects as like a superpower, like, that's spicy. That's real spicy.
Yeah.
And it leans into like we love the whole community's vibe, right? And I think that really can give people an opportunity to launch things in as kind of a family of products kind of way, which I mean I'm a huge fan of that. Just anyway, it's kind of how I roll. Yep.
For sure.
I need to say this out loud because I've been thinking about it too much. I'll see if you're still listening. I don't know if you've seen Flip Tribes yet, but like an entire schema that was based on like a cat with a hat would be cool. And like if CWIF somehow magically got bridged over to Wax in some way that was maybe potentially possible, wink. I want to see it. So I mean, either way, we'll probably just do it just to see what it looks like. But I'll send it to you. It'll be really fun.
Yes.
Kitties. I mean, I'm a dog guy. We have dogs, but every time I go out to the woods to do that the meditation stuff with Russell, they have like these awesome cats that hang out at the farm, and they're really, really cool, and they won't leave you alone because they're too adorable. It's just good stuff. Now, do they all need little knitted hats? Yes, they do.
Alcy, talk to me. We will make that happen.
Like today. I mean, talk to him today.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a lot going on with Soul that can't be ported over. I mean, 100%, right? And like that's, I think the
yeah, but maybe we can chat about that and see what's possible.
I like it. That would be amazing. Like suddenly there'd be like a 7,000-pound cat in the room. Maybe just with this little paw or like a one claw through the door or whatever, but still we can have a lot of fun with that. Shit, now I need to go buy more. Well, what are you gonna do? Oh, there you go. I'm interested to see what features can't be ported. Me too, actually.
That'd really but that's why we will have Alcy come and chat with us and explain us
please.
how it works. Because if we don't know how it works, we cannot know what's the problem.
Oh, they're dipping right now. Okay. Well, I know what I'm doing later today. It's good. And like even like the one of my favorite things with CO2 is like the volatility is legit, and that's not a bad thing. That's real good. Because I think like getting to the point where you start seeing some really epic moves and the higher lows, is just it's sexy shit. Token start program like on Soul. I don't know what that is, but is that not what we're trying to do here? Or is it different?
Yeah, Waxpaca, you have to give us the details there.
Right?
What's
Soul doing that we're not doing yet, and we'll do it. Oh, see,
yes,
we were actually talking about that, like the pop-ups on the and maybe there's like a standard in it or something like that. But I totally agree. Like having that informational pop-up is huge.
The biggest problem we have with that is that we don't have a standard. Yeah, and that's the problem because everybody handles the tags in a different way. If you use launchbacks though to create your tokens that are deflationary, then on Nifty blocks and on launchbacks and on Wax on Edge, maybe we will be able to show this, but you have to follow the launchbacks standard. Otherwise, it's not possible to determine that there is a tax. And
we should get that on. Get that on Wax Cloud Wallet too.
Maybe that's something that we can.
Hey, do we know anybody at Wombat Wallet?
Talk with them. At Wombat? No. I don't know nobody.
Shit. That sucks. Sad. Anyway, having a de facto standard would be bad. I totally agree, though. The first time I was trading on Jupiter and that pop-up came up, and like just the informational, like, hey, this is a deflationary token. A, I almost peed because I was really excited about it, and B, it just good, right? Like that user flow is something that needs to happen.
But Alcy, what we have at Launchbacks is that we burn we can burn tokens, send it to a different wallet, whatever, on every transaction, and that's something that people can configure immediately without programming on Launchbacks. The problem is that we haven't released Launchbacks yet, but let's definitely talk about
one thing at a time. Yeah. So I'd love to learn more about that. So use the token to purchase
yeah.
real life goods and services and stuff. And I think like the tokens that we have are going to need a definitive, like enough liquidity so that it can handle the
Yeah.
sell pressure, right? Because
You
like
know,
if you're buying and selling actual tokens, the people that are selling those things are going to need to sell CWIF to basically cover their costs and stuff, right?
yeah.
But I mean, 50 million on CWIF like that, I could see where that would be sort of big enough that kind of commerce isn't going to necessarily negatively impact the price.
Yeah, let me. Why don't we share something here? Let me just do something. Give me 1 second. Let me do this. Yes. Okay.
Go on.
Okay. Let me do this. Let me share my screen, and people will be able to see how easy it is to create a meme token with launch bags. And what's the power there? Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically here I already created the token, but I want to share with you guys what we can do here. So basically we have the token. I created it and defined the max supply. Right now everything is already minted. Here I said what's the precision, what's the wallet that issued the token. And here basically second step is that we configure directly all
the initial pools.
all
Watching
the,
you guys
no,
do that
no, no.
was so amazing.
These are not the
Oh, the
pools for it.
different allocations.
This
I'm
is
sorry.
the
I'll shut up.
split. So we say, for example, split. We have here for the what goes for the launchpad, what will go to the IDO, what will go to the fair launch, to the what's reserved for an eventual SEX listing, for dev, marketing, community. You can create all the categories that you want. And normally when you have the form, you create everything. You say what will be released immediately and what will be vested in which way, with what's the cliff and so on. And when you click on that, you immediately issue all the tokens and they get sent to the right wallets, and what needs to go to vesting automatically goes to vesting. Then you configure the on transfer fees. So here, for example, we have that this is the WIENR configuration. We have 1% that is burned on every transaction, 0.5% that goes to launch bags, and 3% goes to the reward pools. And then
this is one thing I just want to break in a little bit there. You don't actually have to do any transaction fee if you don't want to, right? Like one was actually really insistent about that, and I came around to it. I totally agree. Like if you want it just to be kind of more of a normal token, you don't want to have that transaction fee on it. It goes completely away, and so does the 0.5% to Nifty. That just we just nixed that.
Yeah, we remove that. If you don't want the transaction fee, that's fine. You don't have to configure it. And then you have here all the liquidity pools. Yesterday, we created all of the liquidity pools directly from the Launchbags UI, and everything got sorted out for us directly. And after that, we have the token blocked to be traded on exchanges. This is the button that I pressed yesterday at the IDO time. I just enabled the token for trading, so all the limitations to transfer to the account, to the exchange accounts, were removed. And I signed the transaction, and that's it.
So just to reiterate, you've got all those pools. Like anybody can do this, right? You set up all those pools in advance, and nobody can touch the token until that happens. Now, you can also do the fair launch, and those tokens are then out there, and nobody can do anything with those either until you click enable trading, basically, right?
Yes.
All right.
Exactly. And then, and I enabled it. Then we also have exemptions if you have a game, if you have some kind of platform that should not be respect the tax. For example, exchanges cannot execute the taxes, and it doesn't make sense. So we have a centralized repository where we configure that, but people are free to add exemptions to certain accounts from here. And finally, we can revoke the ownership. So once you have done everything with your token, you can renounce the ownership of your keys, and this token cannot be modified ever again in the future. And with this form that you can fill everything in maybe 15 minutes, you have your token ready. But we have more than that, because you can say manage the launch page, and in this case, it's the page that that you saw yesterday for the fair launch. Here we have the general information about this. We have which is the token contract that we're using. For the fair launch, we are using a blend still. This will change in the future, but it's a blend. And you just have to configure what's the blend ID. And you can customize the colors that you use for your site. And you upload images for this. Nice text. You can create your frequently asked questions. And yeah, basically that's it. And yeah, you will see it's very, very simple. Everybody should be able to create meme tokens in a really easy way from next week on.
A boom.
So yeah, that's basically what we have done so far for
It's a good little start right there.
for launch packs.
Right. And so on the profile page, it has all those pools on there. Are they?
Yes.
Could they be clickable so that you could go to that swap page on Wax on Edge?
Yes. Remember that that's only a work in progress.
No, yeah, just like in
all
general.
that is part of the health page. There we will show which ones are where the liquidity has already been burned.
Yeah.
We will show exactly what's the vesting schedule and everything, so that people can make informed decisions and decide, okay, this is a token worth buying, this is something that I will stay away from, whatever. So the idea here is that it should be easy for people to have fun with meme tokens.
Boom. Yep. So how long do you think it'll be before the rating system is up? Or like, and again, this will be an early version, because I think there's going to be more complex and robust versions as we go.
I think that will be a work in progress for the next 2 months or maybe forever. But I would say that after a couple of weeks we will have something that it's already usable and that people can get enough information to make a decision if they want to trade this or not.
Awesome. Yeah, no, that'll be good. And really just the kind of the shorthand, right? Like what some of the metrics that we, will give points for and that kind of thing. So no, that'll be good. And I think, the sooner we can get the best possible MVP out there, I think that's going to be really powerful.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure once we release this, we will get a lot of feedback, and we will make sure that we are delivering the platform that people want.
100%. I like it. Cool beans. So, hey, Alcy and Juan, I set up a group on Telegram because I really want to have that conversation. And I didn't want to forget. So that's happening. You guys are both in there.
Cool.
And yeah, so go to suno.com and make a bunch of songs about hot dogs and kitties.
Corey,
do all the things.
Corey, they are not even a sponsor. Why are you mentioning them that much?
Dude, I want to hear more hot dog songs. That's why.
Okay.
It's
fair enough.
selfish.
Fair enough.
They're definitely not a sponsor, but like you can make 10 songs for free every day. Like I think like the amount of fun that all meme tokens, frankly, on Wax or anywhere can be having with that. I think we've barely scratched the surface of that. So that's kind of why I want to see that. I was laughing to myself like all morning just about holding your wiener. Like I'm 12. That's I have to just own that, but it was so funny. Whew. And just like you just put like a few little words in it, like make a funny country song about loving your wiener. Boom. Just 2 minutes later, the whole thing exists, and it's not bad. Like it's just freaky in my humble musician opinion. Anyway, exciting stuff, man. Let's rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll.
And so, hey, actually, you kind of dropped you dropped a little bit of news already. A little hinty hint. Yeah. A little bit. So we'll have to. I think there's more news though, isn't there, Juan? Not for today, but I think there's some.
There's more news. There's more news because
there's a little news.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
There's more news. Lots of news.
So many newses.
Yes. Yeah. But let's go one at a time.
One at a
But
time.
at least today we already showed what you can do with launchbacks.
Yeah, it's gonna
And
be that's
next
gonna be
week
good.
you will see how easy it is to use it. It's
Yep.
really a matter of minutes before you have your token issued and everything ready to launch it.
And then you'll be able to own a piece of WIENR. $1 to $1.
One to
Dude,
$1.
one with $1 billion market cap is the timeline I want to live in. Like that's I want to live there.
Yeah.
Oh man, fantastic! All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out and for helping us grow this whole ecosystem and for being such good collaborators in this space. It's a blessing, frankly. So you guys are rad. All right, man. 2 thumbs up. Let's rock and roll.
Let's go.
Done.